This is Jones C. Edwards Stadium in Huntington, West Virginia. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse. And the Yellow Jackets will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And this guy's developed quite nicely as a security blanket for his quarterback. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Creates a little space. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The run inside. It's Price. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more.
Snags it, and he's open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Caught in the backfield. It's made. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block in the back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking for the edge. It's Hosley. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Makes the grab. It's Hosley. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got it behind the line. It's Parsons. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to go high in the NFL and get paid all that money.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. He's an open. There's some room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Parsons. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Marshall will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. That's caught. It's Addison. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Might as well stick with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. To the air on 1st down. Complete. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A great catch and run for 6.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Norton. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They'll try to pop the draw. There's a crease. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now the play fake. Looking long. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Addison. Could not make his way to the corner. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. trying to start the drive with a pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll get rid of it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Grab behind the line, it's made.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Takes a handoff, it's Hosley. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging to his left. They were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that
one. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll try the left side. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Running inside. It's Boston. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. This time he wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Culliver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Marshall quick to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. Finds his man. It's Allen. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll go to the air. Turning it on. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on second down. Finds his man in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Broncos, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Jones C. Edwards Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Allen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Caught behind the line. It's made. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Got a little grass. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. To throw, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The run inside. It's Hosley. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long way. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Got out of trouble and throws. This time he's got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it on the outside. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here comes the two-point try. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab for the 2. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return, Yellow Jacket offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be... There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it on the counter. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got it again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground with the counter. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Trying to move them on the counter. Maybe a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And they're able to get him on the ground. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Running inside. It's Boston. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on fourth down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Addison. Tackled almost immediately. They were well short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. The 10. All the way back. Touchdown, Herd!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hosley. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Now facing a 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Quick release on the RPO. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Makes the grab over the middle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The play action fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up. It's a 3rd and 2. They'll try to get it through the air. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. That last field goal made this a one-possession game. They've put together a rally, and now they'll try to turn the momentum back around, starting on this drive. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Wants to take it outside. It's Hosley. And he's wrestled to the ground. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The option, the keeper. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Makes it past the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourself. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So we're just going to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm